Welcome to another edition, focusing on helping you to unlock peak performance from your Microsoft Business Central. Today, we will be exploring how to proactively diagnose and monitor performance issues. Without the right insights and the right tool, valuable time, money, and effort can be lost. To help you pinpoint the root cause of the performance problem with precision, let's introduce Performance Insights for Business Central software from SQL Mantra Tools. Recognized as one of the leading software solutions on the market, it is designed to work with both on-prem and SaaS environments, giving you the flexibility and ease of use. As well as it has many advanced functionality and useful features compared to many other dashboards out there. Getting started is very simple. Log in to SQL Mantra Tools website. Select your customer. Navigate to License and open Performance Dashboard. Within moment, you will have a clear view of the 4 key areas that mostly impact system performance. They are slow queries, deadlocks, blocking, and network speed. Highlighting the complex interaction between the extensions in a live Business Central environment in matter of minutes, empowering you to take actions before issues escalate. It will help you to stay ahead of performance challenges and keep your Business Central system running at its best. Powered by state-of-the-art AI agent, let's see how SQL Mantra Tools Performance Insight software can help you achieve it. Let's log in. I am going to log in as Cronus. Once logged in, click on to Manage Customers and select your customer. Here I'm going to select Cronus Customer. When you click on the key icon, you can see that they have 2 sites. One is UK and the other one is Germany. Customers can have multiple Performance Insights subscription. Each of them can monitor their individual site. Here, I'm going to select UK. Once connected and authenticated, you will see 4 main performance areas. They are slow queries, deadlocks and lock timeout, and network speed. Let's start off with slow query analysis. When you click onto the menu, you will have opportunity to look at all the analysis. Let's start off with the time series analysis. You will see how the speed of the system has changed over time during the last 1 month. You will see the date and hour on the horizontal axis, and the slow execution time on the vertical axis. The higher the bar is, the slower the performance is. You can see some peak in slowness here. You can zoom into these peaks just to understand the timings better by drawing a square using the mouse. Here you are. So this lowness was recorded on the 17th of April, 12 o'clock. So let's zoom into this performance incident by zooming into these 2 peaks. 11 and 12 hours on the 17th of April. Select the From Date and the From Time here. I am going to select the 17th of April and 11 o'clock. Let's submit and then click Search. So now we are zooming into these 2 peaks. Actually, let's change the time to 1 o'clock. You can see the analysis is now broken down into minutes. By the way, these date and times are the client's time. You don't need to convert any of the timing in your head. It can be quite useful if you are USA or European customers, where you quite often have to work with the time conversion into your own time, as the raw data we get out from Microsoft is in UTC. Further, the date and time filter you enter are also in your own local time. By specifying minutes in the filter, you can zoom into minute levels. Let's look at the users involved in the slowness in Business Central, which is one of the key features of the performance inside software. None of the other dashboard can give this user-level analysis. Kronos is a LS retail customer. They have a mixture of store and head office users using the system. So, here you are. You have a series of stores and head office users has experienced slowness. By highlighting the pie chart, you can see which stores get affected the most. In the bottom of the page, you can see the table view of the same analysis, where we have more details. In practice, it is very useful, and in many cases, it is necessary to filter users during a performance investigation. Performance Insights is the only product which allows us to filter, analyze, and report any performance issues by Business Central users. Next, I'm going to introduce the fuzzy filtering of the Performance Insights. Using this, you can fussy filter the users. Here, I'm only interested on store users. So just type store in the user filter, and you will only see the store users affected. By applying the filter, all the head office users will be removed. While keeping the filter, let's go into slow query analysis by AL code, and it will give you the AL code, which contributed to the slowness, identifying the source of the problem, detailing the complex interaction between the extensions in Business Central. Users can download all the details as Excel, and can share it with the extension authors and the development team, making it as a versatile and practical tool for everyone. Users can open the code detail using Excel, and can look at the call stack. It will give you the hierarchy of the code. This is a typical POS operation. This is the first call, first entry point, where the POS user interact with the GUI, and then it calls this function, which calls this function, and all the way to here, where most likely the performance problems could be. Let's look at other analysis. You can look at not only AL code, but also you can look at SQL code, contributing to the slowness. This analysis is very useful for the developers to tune the system, as you quite often you need to look at the AL code and SQL code together, to piece together the performance bottleneck, to come up with the right solution. Users can sort any of the columns, scroll through the content, and navigate from one page to another. By clicking the page numbers at the bottom of the table, they can easily navigate from the first page to the second, and then to the third, etc. Additionally, they can export the current view of the table as Excel by clicking the Excel page button. This information will help developers focus on solving the performance problem more effectively. For system administrators and IT managers, Analysis 106 can be very useful, as it provides an overview of the main areas where performance issues exist in Business Central. This analysis will show the extension name, its publisher, object type, object number, and name, allowing them to categorize the problem more effectively and assign or contact the correct extension publisher in a complex live Business Central environment with multiple extensions. You can also look at the speed issue by extension, as it will give a very high-level overview. For the current date filter, ls central extension is contributing to the slowness. I'm going to reset all the filters to see what extension is causing the most slowdown in the Business Central system. As you can see, the base application is contributing most of the problem, followed by Magento and then ls central, etc., giving managers priority to work on when it comes to performance improvements. Let's go back to the users. We have already seen how we can filter on a group of users like store, but you could also filter on individual users. For example, I'm going to type Edward to focus on his session. Now, you are only looking at Edward's session and the slow queries experienced by him between these two timing windows. While keeping the filter, you can look at all the other analysis like AL code, SQL code, etc. You could also see when he experienced speed issue by clicking Analysis 107. Now you could see what day Edward's session experienced most of the problem. It seems like that's on the 9th of April. You can also see the hourly analysis by clicking Analysis 108. It seems the slowness he experienced at 9 a.m. on the same day. Let's see how you can also combine users. Here, I am going to select Edward and Adam. Just to double check, we are picking Edward and Adam, two of the users. Once again, when you look at any of the analysis such as the time series analysis, you will see the combined slowness experience by both of the users. You can keep adding more users using a pipe as a separator. Let's combine all the stores and Adam in our analysis by typing store, pipe, Adam. When you click search, graph will refresh for both Adam and all the store users combined. You can also look at performance problem experienced by all the users other than store users and Adam by putting a not equal sign in the user filter. As you can see, the user list is instantly updated to remove the store and Adam. While keeping the user filter, you could look at how the combined sessions has experienced performance issues. You can click on any of the analyses, and you will see that the performance data is filtered by the selected date range and users, which is quite handy to focus on to any performance incident. Here, you can see a different peak now, April 9th at 9 o'clock. Let's see how to fuzzy filter part of the username. For example, I'm going to enter RI. The system will perform a case-insensitive filter on users with RI in their name. Any Business Central users with letters RI in their name is selected. As you can see, Bristol, Cambridge, Victoria, Brighton are included in the performance analysis. Once again, you can take your investigation further by clicking any of the analysis, such as slow query analysis by AL and SQL code. Now, I am going to reset the user filter. By clicking Analysis 107, Slow Query by Date, you can see how the speed of the Business Central system has changed over time, giving you a daily view. Further, by clicking Analysis 108, Slow Query by Hour, it will give you the hourly view. None of these capabilities, especially fuzzy filtering on Business Central users, breaking down performance analysis by users, automatically adjusting the timing to the local time zone, and the other advanced features we have seen are not available in any of the free dashboards out there. These crucial features will make performance insights for Business Central stand out from the rest of those dashboards, making it a must-have tool for all Business Central installations. Let's look at how you can further filter the data in any of the tables. Let's look at this by clicking Slow Queries by Object. Here you could see the breakdown of objects in Business Central causing the slowness. For example, let's say if you want to look at the code which is contributing to the slowness in Record Management Code Unit. Let's copy the object number. Let's click Slow Query Analysis by AL Code and SQL Code. And let's paste the object number in the search box. Now, the AL code is further filtered to list code from Record Management Code Unit. In our particular case, code related to Object 703 can be shared by the support team to the development team by clicking Excel page. Information in this Excel file will be very useful for developers to pinpoint the slowness to a specific line of code in Business Central, empowering them to tackle the root cause of performance issues in Business Central. As a customer, if you choose, you can also request additional logins free of charge and share access to the performance insights analysis with other parties, such as third-party extension authors, solution partners and developers, so they can view the same information as you and interact with the analysis live. Performance Insights for Business Central will serve as an effective collaborative tool, enabling teams to share performance data and analysis in a consistent manner within a secure environment. Let's look at another analysis. I'm going to refresh the filters and review other performance measures, such as deadlocks. The same analysis is available for them, where you can see how many deadlocks occurred by date and hour, as well as the AL and SQL code that contributed to these. By the way, there will be another session describing what deadlocks are, why they occur in Microsoft Dynamics NAV and Business Central systems, and how they are handled by the system behind the scenes, especially features such as automatic retry. It'll be very useful for you. So please stay tuned for another video from this performance improvement series. Let's look at lock timeout. It is technically the blocking, so you could see how blocking affected the system. Once again, there will be a deep dive video on blocking and how blocking is handled in the Dynamics NAV and Business Central system, and some tips to improve it. You can visit our Business Central Performance blog, and you can see articles about how you could improve Dynamics NAV and Business Central performance. Let's go back to the dashboard. We have already seen that the lock timeout also has the similar analysis. Next, let's look at the network speed analysis. It can have a greater impact on the system's performance. Bad network speed tend to cause system-wide issues. So we are also reporting network-related issues in performance insights, such as network speed by user, city, etc. This analysis is not available in any of the dashboards out there, and it is one of the unique features of performance insights. Network speed analysis by city will summarize network speed experienced by each city. This is a very useful information, especially if you have users based in many sites and if there is a network speed issues associated with any of these sites due to bad internet connection. This analysis would be very good information for the IT and network administrators to troubleshoot and improve the network speed by upgrading the internet line or advise individual users to use better network to connect to Business Central system. The benchmark network speed should be 10 megabits per second. The lower the number, the worse the network speed is. This detail will help the network administrators to focus on the poorly performing sites to improve the speed. In this example, Lambeth and Royton, followed by Southampton, are experiencing slow speed. Once again, the same concept exists. For example, we can look at network speed analysis by object. This provides an overview of the Business Central objects associated with network speed. Using this, we can determine whether there is a correlation between network speed and the types of objects in Business Central that users have interacted with. Similarly, we can filter by users, such as by store, and the entire analysis will refresh based on the selected filter. Once again, we can download the analysis to Excel and share it with the relevant team. Now, let's go back to network speed, time series analysis. We are now seeing the aggregated network speed for all the store users. Let's apply a user filter. Now we are looking at the network speed for Wrexham store. By the way, you don't have to type in the whole name in the filter. Partial name will do. You can compare the network speed recorded against benchmark speed of 10 megabits per second. As you can see, it is well below the benchmark. In fact, it is not even half of the benchmark value. You can download the graph as an image and share it with the network manager who is responsible for the Wrexham store. You can then click on the downloaded image and embed it in an email, document, etc. to share with your team. Like with all the other charts, graphs and tables, you can download the data behind graph for further analysis by exporting as CSV, and then you can compare the data using any external tools. As with any other graphs, you can also share the data and analysis from Performance Insights with anyone you like. Business Central partners, you could subscribe to Performance Insights for all your customers. It will become a great tool for your support department, as well as for your consultants and developers, allowing you to proactively monitor your customer sites and tune the system before performance incidents starts to escalate. To see the partner feature, let's log on as Partner 1. Once you logged on as partner, you will see all your customers' Performance Insights dashboard. We have already looked at Cronus, and you can open the dashboard for the UK site as before. You can also go into the German site as well by clicking the Performance Dashboard icon for Germany, and you could look at their performance data and analysis. Let's go back to the main dashboard of SQL Mantra Tools web portal, and you can select another customer. In no time you can flip from one customer's Performance Insights dashboard to another. As you can imagine, it is a great tool for your support department. They can proactively monitor all your customers' network speed, slow running process, blocking and deadlocks. Further, when the customer complains about unusual system behaviors, Performance Insights dashboard will be the first place they should be looking at to find the answer to provide high-quality support service. In summary, with the SQL Mantra Tools Performance Dashboard, you can access, analyze, and interact with live performance data for any Business Central system, on-prem or cloud, 24/7, from anywhere in the world. The dashboard is also optimized for mobile devices, so you can view all the information on the move using your mobile devices as well. The whole team can see the same data and analysis in a consistent manner. This means faster decision, quicker resolution for everyone. It will also serve as a great collaborative tool for working with your customers, partners, extension publishers, development teams, and support teams, etc. It helps demystify the troubleshooting of performance issues in any live Business Central running on cloud or on-prem. It will give you complete visibility of the problem in your fingertips. Performance Insights will act as a CCTV for your production environment, saving you time and money, increase productivity by identifying the root cause of performance issue with pinpoint accuracy, and will make your job easier in supporting any Business Central system. For all your Dynamics Nav or Business Central performance challenges on cloud or on-prem platforms, visit www.sqlmantratools.com. Hope you find this video useful. Let's meet in another series on Business Central performance improvement. Thank you for watching.